One of many people helping pets who are also victims of Hurricane Sandy. And people with pets have been flooding local shelters, and now you can help them too.
That's right. Justin Silver, the host of Dogs in the City, knows how bad it can be when people and their pets are separated.
This morning, I'm meeting my ex-girlfriend Erin for breakfast. Say hi, Mommy. Her and I share joint custody of our dogs, so we get together a few times a month to swap them out.
The ex-girlfriend is not here. Justin joins us this morning to tell us what he's doing to help local shelters in the wake of Sandy.
How are you guys?
So how are you doing?
I'm good.
So how busy has it been for these local shelters?
Incredibly busy. A lot of these animals were displaced. As we know, entire neighborhoods were wiped out, and the shelters are just really overloaded with dogs that have nowhere to go. So, and you know, here are two of them right now.
Yeah, tell us about these two that you brought to us today, Little Ohio and Louisiana.
Ohio and Louisiana
I like to call her Louisiana.
You can call her whatever. You can adopt her and call her that.
You can't. They're adoptable.
Yeah, they're up for adoption. You can find out more about them on our website, funnyforfido.org. These are two dogs that were displaced from the storm, and you know, we're doing the best we can to get as many of them adopted as possible.
And the breeds for everyone at home?
Two pit bulls.
Two pit bulls.
Two sweet little pit bulls.
And where did they come from? Where'd you find them?
These are surrenders to the ACC. So the New York ACC. So a lot of the independent shelters are pulling as many as possible just so that, you know, we can get them adopted as quickly as possible. Everyone's kind of joining in with their efforts.
A lot of people are supporting this whole effort to, you know, help people with Hurricane Sandy. Has it been the same for the animals, though?
It really has been. You know, I own a charity called Funny for Fido. We do these big stand-up comedy benefits every year. All the country's best comedians come out. We perform to raise money for the homeless animals, and we decided to focus all our efforts on giving money to the storm victims. So I think a lot of shelters are doing that, and I think a lot of people are coming out to really show support for these animals.
Yeah. How are family pets dealing with the trauma of Sandy?
It's the same way people are. I mean, it's really overwhelming. There's a lot of trauma, and people have been calling me, ask what we can do. The best thing they can do is just try to keep the dogs on as normal a schedule as possible. They won't really know much of what's going on as long as they're kind of kept as much on their regular routine as they can be. So that's something people can really do to help them out.
Well, the thing that you consider still hundreds of thousands without power, it's been rough. I mean, it's been a week plus for a lot of these families without power, and the pets feel that too.
Absolutely. And you know, I have a small dog care company, The Language of Dogs, and we've been taking dogs on ourselves or just helping out by volunteering, walking and things like that. So a lot of people are really trying to, you know, help out with as many dogs as they can.
And I'm sorry, you have an event coming up next week?
Yes, Funny for Fido.
Oh, okay,
great. Like I was saying, I've been doing stand-up comedy as long as I've been working with dogs, which is about a decade. And about 5 years ago, I started this charity. We do these big benefits, and the country's best comedians come out to raise money and awareness for homeless animals. And it's going to be a great event. It's November 13th. At Caroline's Comedy Club, and if people want to go on to funnyforfido.org, they can buy tickets, and if tickets sell out, they can still make donations, and 100% of those donations go right to dogs like this who were victims of the storm.
I have to ask you, our dog recently passed away, so we had a lot of supplies that, you know, food left over, and brushes and all those things that we were able to donate. But what is the greatest need that these pets need right now?
All of that. All of that. And if people, you know, if people like yourself have, you know, room in their house to take on someone's dog. I know there are a lot of people who don't know where to put their dogs while they're bouncing around from home to home right now. Their homes have been destroyed. So if people just want to call the shelters and say, how can I help out? I'm sure they're going to find a slot for you.
Well, that's, you just answered. I want to make sure that's the best way to do it as far as resources or opening up a home. Call your local shelter.
Call your local shelter. Call your local vets. That's pretty much the best thing you can do. Just the ones most immediately in your neighborhood, or if you can venture out to some of those neighborhoods that have really been affected by the storm, that would be helpful as well.
And don't call your husband. Just show up with the new dog, right?
But as long as you don't blame me for that, you can do whatever you want.
We love your show. Now,
Thank you.
Dogs in the City, you just wrapped. What else are you working on?
Right now, I'm working on a book. I'm really busy with Funny for Fido. I mean, producing an event like that takes a lot out of me. So after the 13th, I'm going to regroup and see what I'm going to do next.
My husband always said that he was threatening me to come and bring our problem dog to you. I would never do that to you, Justin.
You would never do that to your husband.
No,
You don't want him out on TV.
No, not at all.
I got to tell you, though, you know, we were without power for a long time. And having dogs, this may sound silly, but they keep you warm at night.
Yeah.
I mean, we had three-dog night.
Yeah, definitely. You know? My ex-girlfriend had all 4 pit bulls in her house in Jersey. They had no heat, no power, and she was just in a pile of pit bulls. So.
And you know what?
Just like you guys are right now.
It's a pile of pit bulls.
There you go.
Louisiana's very warm.
Beautiful eyes, too.
These are
gorgeous.
sweet.
Gorgeous.
They're so sweet.
They are. And if anybody's interested, they can go on funnyforfido.org. We'll have information about these dogs and a lot of other dogs that were displaced from the storm.
And it is the 5th annual Funny for Fido benefit. It's going to take place on Tuesday. For more information on that and how you can help, just go to, let's see, our website, WLNYTV.com. I guess that's what they want us to do, Justin. Let's go to our website.
Or Funny for Fido.
They can do that.
And don't forget, yes, your website is on our website. And don't forget these 2 adorable pups. They can be yours. Just give Justin a buzz.
I just felt my blood pressure go down.
Oh my gosh, he's
so
just
relaxing.
So delicious.
The woman before me would be so happy.
I
Justin,
can't.
thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having
bringing
me.
these 2 beauties. And we've been asking you all our cue from the couch. And our question of the day is, do you know of a hurricane victim? Here's what some of you are telling us online. Kathy answered on Facebook. She says, my beautiful neighbors Camille and Lou took my family of 5 into their home.
Wow.
If it wasn't for them, we would have been cold, hungry, and in the dark.
Yep. Now, Vince says every homeowner who lost power when Hurricane Sandy arrived and who still is slugging it out with no electricity. They're all heroes for getting through this. And you know what? We have Justin here. Justin's a hero for helping our animals.
That's right, too.
Yeah.
Sal says the New York City Department of Sanitation, they do 12-hour shifts cleaning up all the storm debris, and then there was another storm on top of that. So yeah, they're all heroes. I just like that single shot of Louisiana.
I know, she's such a good girl.
She's a cute little girl.
And
Gorgeous little face.
She's going to be your new anchor.
May I encourage you, if you have children and they want to if they want to help, walking dogs is a great thing for them to do. It gets them out of the shelters, and it really will help out so many people.
Yes.
So take your kids and teach them. And you know what? If they've wanted a dog, you can say, well, you can go and have a dog for an hour.
Yeah.
So
and they learn a lot about small plastic bags.
It's like being an auntie.
Yeah.
Hang on to them, and then you give them right back to the parents a little later on.
All right,
Justin,
well,
thanks again.